Good morning, children. Today we are starting a new block 17, scarcity of water. Okay, so the earth is covered mostly with water. Okay, 70% of the earth, only 30% is land, and 70% of the earth is covered in water. Now, out of this, those water sources, out of those water sources, we can use only a few of the sources. Okay, see, the topic is water scarcity. We learned in the previous blog that water scarcity means a condition when water is not easily available to us for our everyday use. It means many people, they do not get water for their use. Now you might be thinking that when most of the earth is covered in water, why do we still face water scarcity? And the reason is that most of the water, most of the large water bodies are seas and oceans. Most of the water on the earth is in seas and oceans, and all this water is salt water which has high amount of salt. Okay, so you cannot use that water to drink or to water your plants or for any of your activities. Okay, so salt water cannot be used by us, which means that only a little percentage of water is left for us, which is fresh water. Fresh water is the water that we use. It does not have salt. Okay, fresh water. Now fresh water sources are from where do we get fresh water? We get fresh water in rivers, we get it in lakes, and then we also get from wells. All the groundwater sources are all fresh water sources. Okay, groundwater sources are tube wells, electric pumps. They all give out fresh water. Okay, and rivers, lakes, streams, they are also freshwater sources. They do not have salt in them, and we can use water only from these freshwater sources. Okay, so this is the reason why, even though the earth is filled mostly with water, we cannot use the water that's available, because most of the water is salt water. And there is actually a process in which the salt can be removed from the salty water, but it is very expensive. This method is called desalination. Okay, where the salt is removed from the water and we can use that water, but it is very expensive and it also takes time. So the freshwater sources that we have, those are the only ones which we can use. Now out of these freshwater sources, some water is also stored in the ice caps. Okay, the ice that is found in the mountains, and the ice that is found in some of the cold places such as Arctic, Antarctic. The ice over there also has fresh water, but we cannot use that. Okay, because they are also known as glaciers, and they are big blocks of ice, and we cannot use that fresh water. So the only sources that we have to depend on are rivers or lakes and the groundwater sources. So keep this in mind that most of the water that is found on the earth is in oceans, lakes, and glaciers. Okay, or in ice caps. And we do not have access to that. We cannot use salt water, and we cannot use the water that is found in glaciers, which is fresh water for us. But the only sources that we have right now with us is rivers, lakes, and the groundwater sources.